Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to make a video where I showcase some of the recent additions that I've added to my die-cast collection. Most of these are Hot Wheels, but I do have one Matchbox item here. So this is one of the moving parts items. I haven't had any of these in my collection, so I thought it worthwhile to actually pick up one. And this one is pretty cool. This is the 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix. And you can see it's got the opening doors feature. So I'm not as crazy about the actual color of this car. It's kind of plain with this sort of brown color, but in terms of the functionality of it, I think it looks incredible. So I really am very much a fan of these vehicles that have the moving parts on them, you know, whether it's an opening hood or opening doors. So very cool, and I definitely am looking forward to opening this up and doing a review on it. All of these, I believe, will get reviewed at some point on my channel. Probably be doing them mostly as shorts, but I wanted to showcase all of them first in the package. These represent purchases mostly from Target and Dollar General. So I might have picked up one or two of them at Dollar Tree, but I think it was mostly Dollar General and Target. So next one I want to show you, this is a treasure hunt. So this is the Warp Speeder, and you can see the treasure hunt symbol back there. So normally I don't really go in for these sort of fantasy models, but because this was a treasure hunt and it was just hanging there on the pegs, I was like, well, let's go ahead and pick it up because, you know, I may never see it again. So kind of cool. You know, it's one of these X-Racer series, and it's got sort of transparent parts on it. And you can see this is from the M case. So this is the regular treasure hunt from that particular case. So that's very cool. So next up, we got one of these Ultra Hots. And again, I found this at Target. So this is the 1970 Plymouth Barracuda. And I believe there are 8 of these in that first series of Ultra Hots. And these are sort of reminiscent of the original Ultra Hots, although I believe all of these are new models. But the cool thing about this is it's done in Spectraflame paint, and it's got some really nice detailing on it too. So it's got this sort of unique Ultra Hot wheel design as well. So I don't think I'm going to pick up all of these. They're kind of hit and miss in terms of, you know, how well executed they are. But I thought this one looked pretty cool. And again, I don't really have a lot of vehicles that have Spectraflame paint other than some of my vintage pieces from Hot Wheels. So very cool to have this. And I believe they're doing a second series of these. I think I've seen images of those. And the second series, I think, is probably going to be even cooler than the first series. So I may be on the lookout for these. Again, these have been showing up at Target. So if you are interested in picking these up, there's also a multi-pack, which has all 8 of the first series of cars. So if you want to just pick them all up that way, rather than buying the individual ones, it is possible to actually get them that way. So anyway, pretty cool. Very interesting to have this. I really like all the graphics here too. Quite unique in terms of the packaging style. So that's very cool. Next up, we got the then and now Corvette C6R. I have the counterpart to this, which is a C8R, done in the same kind of color scheme. So I was very cool to actually find this and be able to pick it up, the counterpoint to that. So this is from the N case. In fact, I think a bunch of these are actually from the N case. So again, a very cool model, and very excited to have that. Next up, we got this TV series Batmobile, which is the one that's done in gold with a sort of purple canopy and purple highlights. So again, I don't really go in for too many variants of these Batmobiles, but I'm a huge fan of this car in particular, the design of it. So I don't mind having some kind of unusual variants of it. So another cool addition to my Batman collection. Next up, we got this 1969 Camaro convertible. And again, I'm very much a fan of open top vehicles, so I thought this one looked very cool. And I do have another version of the 69 Camaro, just the standard version with the top. So I thought it was kind of cool to actually have a convertible version of this done in black with the white interior and the white highlights. So again, that looks very cool. And again, this is also from the N case. So excellent. And here we got a bunch of really cool hot rods. Up here we got this 1962 Corvette Gasser. And I just think this looks fantastic. I love the engine sticking out of the hood, and the interior is all done in chrome as well. So really like the graphics on this as well. So looking really cool. Very excited to have that. Next up, we got this mod rod. Another really cool model. Again, a fantasy model, but in terms of hot rods and stuff like that, I don't mind the fact that they're not based necessarily on anything real, but in the world of hot rodding, there's a lot of customization to begin with, so I actually don't mind it. The fact that these, don't represent a real life vehicle. Maybe they do, I don't know. But overall, I think it looks really fantastic, so very excited to have that. Next up, we got Max Steel, and this is another new one for 2022, so really cool. No top on this one, no windshield, and just a single seat. So definitely looking like a hot rod racing car, so very cool model. And then lastly, we got this Volvo 240 drift wagon, and my main reason for picking this up is because there's a lot of subtle detail on this that's actually pretty interesting, including the two dogs that are actually in the back of the vehicle. There's also some really nice detailing in terms of the paint on the back of this, and there's also some really subtle detail in terms of the graphics on the side of the vehicle. It's tough to see, but there's actually quite a bit of extra stuff done subtly across here. You can see 240 on there. There's the Hot Wheels logo. There's drift wagon. So there's a bunch of very, very subtle graphics on the side of the car that make it look very cool. So very excited to have this one as well. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Hot Wheels vehicles in the future, think about subscribing to my channel, because I will be covering all the stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.